it's really hard for them to open up to anyone or to trust anyone again. So I would say that's the downside. And also they can be very short tempered at times. They don't know Cancerian anger. They can get annoyed with things. They're moody, and sometimes then they have those mood swings. But they're also extremely hardworking sign, and they can achieve their goals, and they're very ambitious as well. Then we have Leo. Leo is like the star of the zodiac. They love socializing. They love attention. They love to be the main person in the party, like the life of the party, and they love all the admiration, attention coming to them. But the downside to a Leo is that a Leo can be creative, but the problem is that they can be very stubborn also. It's a very stubborn sign as well, fixed fire sign. They can be arrogant, they have an ego, and if the ego gets hurt, they get very angry and short-tempered, and they can be very blunt, and they can be very mean to people. So yeah, but the Leos can extremely be generous with people they love and they care about, and they can be extremely loyal as well. So if you stay on the good side of for Leo, you will get to see really a very mature, responsible, and a very loving person. But if you are, let's say, for some reason on a bad side of a Leo, Leos are going to be very selfish and arrogant and mean at times too. So they have two sides to them. Virgos are very loving, down to earth. It's a down to earth sign. It's a mutable earth sign, so they can be socializing. They love to socialize. They love to create things. They're very creative as well, and they usually succeed in whatever ambitions they have in their lives, because they work really hard, and they love to help people. They love to give advice. But on the downside, they can be very critical of people at times. Also, Virgos can be extremely perfectionists, and it's really hard to satisfy them. They love doing things their own way, and even if you let's say clean up a room, they're going to clean it up again because they don't think that you've done the right job. So that can be very annoying about them. But on the other side, they can be a little bit they're detail oriented. They focus on the details, and at times it's annoying, but they care about you. They love you. They do things for you practically. They'll cook a meal for you if you're sick, or they'll take you to the doctor, or they take care of people. So that is the good part of them. Libra is also the life of the party, and they love dressing up, and they're more into the style oriented phase. They're really into, most of the Libras are into intellectual fields as well as very creative fields. So there are two sides to them. Some of them are great fashion designers and makeup artists, and some of them are into doctors, and also be like actors, because they love to they love beauty around them, and acting is also a very creative field. So I feel they can express themselves that way. But on the downside, Libra can be very diplomatic, and they can be very superficial, and they don't like to go deep and passionate and intense at times, and that can be very annoying. They're very indecisive as well. Scorpios. Now, Scorpio is actually my favorite sign, but it's also because it's my dad's and my brother's star zodiac. But Scorpios are extremely intense and passionate, and they can be extremely controlling at times. But they are extremely hardworking, and they're very loving, and if they really like someone or love someone, they're going to take care of them, like financially, emotionally, in every possible way. Like, they are the best soulmates, I would say, and they're actually really good family. Like, if you have family in like that zodiac sign, you would be very happy, because they will take care of you and they will love you. The downside to a Scorpio is that if you piss them off, and if they get hurt in some way, they're going to take revenge, and they're going to be very vindictive, and they won't like it. They might not talk to you ever again. So be very careful of Scorpios. If you have like Scorpio in your chart, do check it out, because you might have a Mars in Scorpio or a Moon in Scorpio that influences you as well. I'm going to talk about that later. So yeah, Scorpios can be very hardworking and ambitious, and driven, passionate people. They're very successful in life. For example, Shah Rukh Khan, he's a very successful man. He's born on November 13th, and he's a Scorpio. But the problem is that they can be very critical of others as well, and they can also be very stubborn. They don't change their mind, and no matter what you do. And it's just really hard to impress them at times, because they're very soulful, like they're very deep, intense sign.